Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 23, chapter entitled The Brahmana's Wives Blessed. Text number 9. Please repeat. Iti te bhagavat yachnam shrinvantaha api na shushruhu kshudrashaha bhuri karmanaha balishaha vrdhamaninaha. Iti te bhagavat yachnam. Iti te bhagavat yachnam shrinvantopi na shushruhu. Shrinvanto api na shushruhu. Kshudrasha bhuri karmano. Kshudrasha bhuri karmano. Bhalisha vrdhamaninaha. Balisha vrdhamaninaha. Iti te bhagavat yachnam shrinvantopi na shushruhu. Kshudrasha bhuri karmano. Bhalisha vrdhamaninaha. Mataji's. Iti, thus, they, the Brahmanas, Bhagavat, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yachnam, the supplication, Srinvantaha, hearing, Api, although, Na Shushruhu, they did not hear, Kshudrashaha, full of petty desire, Bhuri Karmanaha, entangled in elaborate ritualistic activities, Balishaha, childish fools, Vriddhamaninaha, presuming themselves to be wise men. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the Brahmanas heard this supplication from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet they refused to pay heed. Indeed, they were full of petty desires and entangled in elaborate rituals. Though presuming themselves advanced in Vedic learning, they were actually inexperienced fools. Purport: these childish Brahmanas were full of petty desires, such as the desire to attain to material heaven, and therefore they could not recognize the golden transcendental opportunity offered them by the arrival of Krishna's personal boyfriends. Presently, throughout the world, the people are madly pursuing material advancement and thus cannot hear the message of the Supreme Lord Krishna that is being broadcast through the missionary activities of the Krishna consciousness movement. Times have hardly changed, and proud materialistic priests are still prevalent on the earth. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकासस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादि पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे इति ते भगवत्याचनां शृण्वन्तो अपि न शुश्रूः Shudrasha Bhuri Karmano Balisha Vriddhamaninaha. Translation: the Brahmanas heard this supplication from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet they refused to pay heed. Indeed, they were full of petty desires and entangled in elaborate rituals. Though presuming themselves advanced in Vedic learning, they were actually inexperienced fools. So Krishna is performing this pastime just to expose these Brahmanas who are claiming themselves to be Brahmanas, but actually Brahmana means Brahman Acharati. So they lost, Brahman is there right in front of them, but they forgot the Brahman, the source of Brahman, Parabrahman. So how they are Brahmanas then? So Krishna is enacting this pastime to expose such foolish Brahmanas and to give, ultimately they were given mercy through their wives because they were all great devotees. So it is the difference between ritual and spiritual. So we'll try to understand by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, what is the difference between ritual and spiritual. So, Smartavya Satatam Vishnu Vismartavyam Najatu Chit Sarve Vidhe Nishedya Shur Etayoreva Kinkaraha. So it's a famous verse, we have heard it so many times. So what does it mean? always remember Vishnu and never forget Vishnu. Sarve Vide Nishedya. Sure. All other rules and regulations, Yetayor Eva Kinkaraha, they are the same instruction, right? Always remember Vishnu means you don't forget him, no? So why it is twice given? So basically, Acharya has explained that the emphasis is there because of our fickle mind. Something important is emphasized more than once, 2 times or 3 times. And also, it's a positive way of telling and negative way. It's two ways of telling the same thing. Always remember Vishnu and never forget him. One is Anukula and another is Pratikula. Always take favorable actions which will help us remember Krishna throughout our life. And Pratikula, never forget means avoid those actions which will always make us forget Krishna. So avoid sleeping during Bhagavatam class. Avoid sleeping while chanting. So whatever, of course, devotees when they sleep, that's Yoga Nidra. They remember Krishna while sleeping. It's offering pranam to Bhagavatam. Humility expression. So Anukula and Pratik. So both instructions are given because it's very important. So the rules and regulations, so many rules and regulations are there. Now, what is the goal of all these rules and regulations? Always remember Krishna and never forget him. And Krishna has sent his devotees and they don't recognize. So usually when somebody is hungry, they can forget. But here, the boys are hungry. The Brahmanas are not hungry. They are angry. And if somebody is hungry, better give them prasad. Otherwise they'll get angry also, So Lord has some plan here, and these boys get, sometimes all these, so many pastimes we see, suddenly Krishna gets hungry or devotees get hungry or thirst. Just Kaliya Leela got over, and so Sukadeva Goswami is narrating. So boys were, Krishna and all the boyfriends were passing by, and suddenly all boys get thirst. And then only they go and drink the waters of Kaliya, and then the whole pastime begins. So when Sukadeva Goswami is narrating that suddenly all the boys got thirst, he's just mentioning in the side way that when somebody gets thirst, what will happen? So what is the point? Because whole Parikshit Maharaj, all pastime came because he got thirst. Parikshit suddenly got thirst, and therefore he went to the Rishi's house and he put the snake around, and then he was cursed, and then all Bhagavatam. So, just like in a light note, jokingly, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, suddenly if somebody gets thirst, what will happen? So some plan is there behind it. Krishna's plan is there, just going to unfold now. So here these devotees, they get thirst, hunger. Of course, Krishna gets hunger also. So there is something coming up. So all these Brahmanas were so educated. They studied Shastras, they are doing Yajna, they are following all the rules, but they missed the point. But their wives were so simple, but they were pure devotees. How? They were hearing about Krishna regularly from different devotees. They were in the outskirts of Vrindavan, I think, Mathura. So regularly they used to hear from these different vendors, who used to go to Vraja and sell, and they used to come and narrate about Krishna Balram. So they were regularly hearing Shravanam. So Shravanam is a very important aspect of our Navavida Bhakti. Therefore Srila Prabhupada gave us this whole system, whole program where we hear and read regularly his books. And sometimes we don't have taste for reading. One side we see Brahmanas, too much of reading made them puffed up. And sometimes we devotees, we don't read Prabhupada's books. So we are given, we are pushed to read. Sometimes I read in ashram. People come and ask me, are you giving class? So what I become, basically if I read, that means it is for only when I have to give class, I will read. That is how the impression is. So it's very bad impression. I don't know whom to blame, myself. So we are given this facility to hear and read, but we have interest in some other subject matters. Gramya Katha, Prajalpa, taste for material subject matters. So this is where we are so fools. We are giving class, but the class is about these petty desires. How these Brahmanas got lost? Because of the petty desires. So what is that desires making us these fools? Myself, at least, So this is a very nice book, Shower of Divine Compassion. Some heavy instructions are there. All are poems by Srila Prabhupada. So many poems Srila Prabhupada has written, to our surprise. So I'll just read one. Just put an end to all this nonsense by replacing it with continual broadcast of transcendental kirtana. All the mundane newspapers endlessly carry trivial, intolerable chattering about Maya's endless distractions. Just concentrate all this by publishing the Lord's glories and distributing these newspapers, spiritual newspapers, everywhere in the world. So we are interested in material subject matters because we are attached to matter. So much taste is there to know about politics, to know about whatever, etc., etc. But there is no taste for hearing about Krishna. There is no taste. So one side, these Brahmanas, because of the too much of knowledge, they were puffed up. But here we are given push to read books, to increase our knowledge. But this knowledge is not the knowledge which the Brahmanas were reading. It is mostly Karma Kandiya subject. The Vedas are full of, maximum it is filled with Karma Kandiya subject. But what Prabhupada is Bhakti Shastras, So it's different entirely. So we have to read them. And just by reading alone, it is not possible to understand Krishna. So the crux, the essence of this is revelation by seva. It is not a subject, okay, I will study. Some are just interested, I will study more, but I will not do seva. That will not help, definitely. So gradually maybe. Some are only seva but not reading. That maybe little faster help, but still it is not a balanced approach. So both are important, So seva, revelation. So how that revelation happens? Guru Krishna Prasadeva. Bhakti Lata, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. So Krishna reveals to devotees, but Krishna is tied by his devotees. So how he will reveal? So devotees only have to unlock. Yashoda has tied Krishna. So how Krishna can reveal? So she has to show mercy. So devotees have to show mercy. So both are important, seva and study of Shastras. So we are chanting. So here we are criticizing Brahmanas that you are worshipping, doing all these rituals, but Bhagavan is coming, you don't reciprocate. So we are also chanting Hare Krishna, correct? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wake up call. So we are chanting. And what is the meaning? Prabhupada said we are asking for seva. And when Prem Siddhanta Prabhu calls, we block his number, So there is no interest. Seva, already I did so much today. I worked. Again you are asking seva. I'm busy. So, but we can see those devotees who are working more hard, they are getting mercy. So we have to understand. Liking for reading Prabhupada books is good, definitely, very, very good. So, but we should not be neophyte, So we should understand the purpose of reading, purpose of chanting. So it is to serve Krishna. So here we are just seeing how the Krishna and Balaram, Supreme Lord, has sent his devotees to the Brahmanas, and they couldn't welcome the devotees. They were angry on them. So in Nectar of Devotion, I'll try to give a few stories, few examples, and try to clarify the subject. So in Nectar of Devotion, we see that it is explained that when a pure devotee comes in the middle of Pujari is doing worship, and in the middle of worship, if a pure devotee comes to the temple, it is allowed to stop worship and to greet him and welcome him. So here we are criticizing that Brahmanas, they should have stopped their, ritual and should have welcomed devotees. So that is what is explained in Nectar of. So that's the neophyte mentality. Kanishta, Maha Kanishta Adhikaris, they have idea that I and Lord. That is also explained in Nectar of Devotion. They don't understand how to welcome devotees. But here Brahmanas, they neither understood Lord nor devotees. So on contrary, there are stories where Lord was waiting for devotees. In Pandharpur, there's a famous Vittal, Panduranga Vittal, and you can see his form standing like this. And Vithobai, Vitta means brick. Bha means father or Lord, affectionately calling. So Vithobai means the Lord was standing on the brick, watching his devotee, serving other devotees. So there was a rishi or devotee named Pundalika. So he was initially not a devotee, but later due to some other devotee's mercy, he became devotee, and he initially neglected service of his parents. They were all devotees of Vishnu. And later he understood his dharma, and he was serving Krishna, serving the parents. So he was so much absorbed in the service, so he was massaging the foot of his sleeping parents. They were just about to get sleep, and he was massaging their foot. And Vittal came to see Pundalika in person, and this Pundalika threw a brick, So you wait, I will finish my service and come. So Lord was so mesmerized by the service of Pundalika, so he was just watching Vittala. Vittala was watching. So here you can see contrary, that Lord is being put to wait when a devotee is engaged. So it's opposite, right? Here Lord is not recognized, but here Lord is waiting, and he was so happy. They are not proudful Brahmanas, they are great devotees. So in same way we see few more stories also, not similar, but maybe we'll try to infer something. Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj prayer 7.9.28. Evam janam nipatitam prabhavahi kupe kama vikama nanuha prapatan prasangat kritvatmasat surajina bhagavan grihitam soham katam nu visraje tava bhritya sevam. So this is, of course, maybe some will know the tune. So what is the translation? My dear Lord, O Supreme Person of Godhead, because of my association with material desires one after another, I was gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant Narada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve this transcendental position. Therefore, my first duty is to serve him. How can I leave his service? So Prahlad was guided by Narada, how to see Lord. And when Lord comes, instead of telling, I will come there and serve you, he's saying, I want to serve Guru. So Guru is showing how to achieve or get, how to go back home, back to God. And when then opportunity comes, they say, I want to serve Guru. So service is what is given importance. Again and again we see in Shastras. he just wants to continue service to his spiritual. So Lord is waiting for his devotees, but devotees are happy serving, doing their service. So Seva, again, emphasis of Seva, again, whole Damodar Leela we can see. So Yashodama, Krishna is hungry and feeding breast milk, and suddenly the milk is overboiling. It's going to flow out. So immediately she keeps Krishna down and she goes to keep the milk pot aside. So Prabhupada in the purport is explaining, so devotees are guided by Krishna perfectly. There are so many activities in Krishna consciousness one has to perform. So what to do first and what to do next, Krishna is perfectly guiding devotees. So this is what Prabhupada is explaining in purport. So most probably Krishna only guided Yashodama to go inside, but externally he was angry. From inside he told go there, from outside he is angry. But of course we understand what our Acharyas explained, that it is service, and of course she is giving milk, and that milk which is boiling, that is also for Krishna's service. So that is also important. So, and again, the whole Damodar Leela emphasize Bhakta Parishrama. Parishrama means exert themselves fully in my service. Exert themselves fully in my service. So what Krishna is expecting, a devotee should exert themselves fully. Not little bit, 5%, 10%, 100%. Yashodama from morning to night, it is explained, morning she started trying, till night she is trying, till evening. So much, so what is the whole prayasa, whole endeavor is to serve Krishna, that is her idea. So much endeavor, great endeavors, big. So this is, Yashoda was pure devotee, Mahabhagavata, Nitya Siddha, and she was given test. How much she will try. Imagine what is our case. So we have to endeavor. That is what the whole, that seva, so much importance is given that we have to keep trying. Not only service, sadhana, mind control, everything. We have to keep trying that endeavor and mercy. These are the two important aspects of Damodar Leela. So Lord is seeing these devotees who are busy in the service. Lord is happily seeing. So neophytes mentality, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur told us, don't try to see God, act in such a way that Lord will see you. So therefore these people, ritualistic people, because of their theoretical knowledge, they couldn't understand Krishna, because Krishna was not revealed to them, because they didn't have that seva bhava. So stuck with the rituals, routine. So that we can see. I think Jananand Maharaj, in one of his Vyasa Puja offering, he said, ritual and spiritual, there is 3 letters different, S-P-I. So he said S-P-I stands for Srila Prabhupada instructions. So a ritual becomes spiritual when we follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions. So Srila Prabhupada gave us all the teachings, and he explained, not just perform these things as a ritual, but with understanding. When we do things with understanding, then we get inspiration, otherwise we lose inspiration. Today people go to temples, but they have no clue why they have to go, what they have to do, why they have to worship God. And we are given this so much knowledge so that we are always inspired to serve Lord. So people are blindly following everything. But we are fortunate that Prabhupada has given us so much knowledge. So it's our duty that we share this knowledge. The whole temple construction, the whole book distribution, all the projects, everything is meant so that this knowledge is shared, so that people take inspiration. Otherwise, people are only interested in rituals. Like these Brahmanas. Why? Because they are fools. Most of the people are fools. So they don't even ask question why to do, what to do, nothing. We were also like that, fools. But it's Prabhupada's mercy that today we can understand something and trying to preach. So much into ritualism. So Prabhupada said the Ganges water is coming from Gangotri, Haridwar, Badrinath, all is passing and comes to Calcutta. And people in Calcutta, same Ganges water comes, but they don't think taking bath in the Ganges there in Calcutta will purify them. They have to go all the way to Haridwar and, take bath in Ganges. So much rituals. Sometimes you see so many things, even, rituals are important. Not that it's not important. We are also doing so many rituals. But the purpose of rituals should not be lost. That is the whole point. Sometimes when you see people, some rituals are very hard, very difficult. Even we don't, we will not be inspired to do, in the sense that it is more difficult. You spend more time, more energy, more money, more knowledge is required. So much endeavor. We may not be inspired to do. But people take so much endeavor to do all these things, but they forget who is Krishna. And they forget to surrender. They forget the seva, the principle of bhakti. Materialistic priests, childish brahmanas, ritual practitioners. That's the essence for them. Too many things. So easily we are here, you come here, dance, sing and eat rasgulla. Lord will reveal to you. No. We have to do big sacrifice, big home. What is this chanting? Simply dancing, how it will give Lord, how it will give us liberation. So unfortunate. We have to spend so much money going for yatras. So much time, so much energy. But Krishna is here showing darshan. We can come, dance, see anytime. No, we have to stand in queue for 8 hours, 10 hours, spend so much money, get VIP ticket, fight for the, momentary darshan. You have to fight, take so much endeavor. Here you can come and unlimitedly you can see. No, I don't think so. Lord is here. So unfortunate, no? Not unfortunate. It's good to go to yatra. We are not discouraging. Nothing against Chaitanya Yatra. So we just came back from Vrindavan. So it's all good. But point is, we should not forget the essence. Once a while, yatra is good. So unfortunate, So just like somebody, have to write exam. So he is dressing himself nicely, going to exam hall on time, has all good pen, first class pen, everything is there, but he is not writing the answer going there. On the other hand, fellow is little shabby, goes little late, not having good pen, but he writes all the answers, So what is the point? Doing all the rituals is to serve Lord, remember Him and worship devotees. If that is forgotten, what is the point? So when we are speaking about Brahmanas, it's not Brahmanas somewhere outside in other temples. We are also claiming ourselves to be Brahmanas. So how much we are respecting devotees, how much we are, I and Lord, nothing in between. Who are you to instruct me? Why should the hell hear from you? All this mentality. We don't want to take advice. We are so proud of our knowledge, ready to give lectures, but we can't hear 2 minutes. So maybe same thing with us. Missing Krishna in Krishna conscious society. So much we do. Lost my heart in Vrindavan, lost Krishna in ISKCON. I don't know what to say. So much we do, and ultimately, giving big lectures, big talks, so many big posts, but if we are not Krishna conscious, at the end of the day, what is the point? So, you have to follow what Srila Prabhupada has said. So, this is what Srila Prabhupada felt in 1961 in a Vyasa Puja gathering. Srila Prabhupada was still a very, from the vision of his sannyasi god brothers. They were all seniors, they all had mud, they all had followers, they all had some money. But Srila Prabhupada was just a beginner, but it's not the case. So Srila Prabhupada in such a one of the gathering, 1961 in Vyasa Puja gathering in Vrindavan, he wrote a poem. I will just read one particular, how we call Tritiya Vaishishtya. There is Ashta Vaishishtya. So I will just read the third one. So what was Srila Prabhupada's vision, love, commitment, anger? So serving the message instead of imitating the Guru. Oh Master, if all your disciples sat together and discussed the possibilities, then your movement would become beautified by all sorts of preaching programs. All God brothers are there hearing from Srila Prabhupada. This very thing was your explicit order for us, that everyone should work together to enact the preaching mission while remaining immersed in your instructions. But if everyone simply imitates your exalted position, the effect is verily the opposite. As long as this pretense continues, there will be only utter failures. Even now, O God brothers, you have written here on the order of our spiritual master. Together we are absorbed in worshipping His divine grace on His annual Vyasa Puja day. But merely having a festival of flowers and fruits does not constitute worship. Those who serve the instructions of the spiritual master actually worship Him. In serving the spiritual master's instruction, the disciples are empowered by his transcendental sound vibration. Oh God brothers, please give up your false pride and return to this standard. Once the greatly learned scholar known as Dr. Kalidasa Naga openly challenged our master in a public assembly by saying, the degraded mission of Kali Yuga is spreading like a plague all over the world. Why then is the vital message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being kept locked up in the cage? Oh, shame, shame, my dear God brothers. Are we not embarrassed by what we are doing? In the deceptive manner of mundane businessmen, we ambitiously increase the number of our own disciples. Our spiritual master has condemned us to go out and preach. Let the neophytes remain inside the temples and simply ring the bells. All these new things that we have fabricated are not our spiritual master's preaching methods. So this, what is it? CHARADE, I don't know. Chart of posing as gurus is the business of deviant caste Goswamis. Just open your eyes and see the tragedy that has arisen. Everyone has become a sense enjoyer and given up preaching. In your temples, you have even begun to padlock the doors. Means you close and keep. Oh, just preach our Bhagavad Dharma. Don't procrastinate any longer. Within this very world of matter, there is another hidden world of spiritual potency. Your utterance of transcendental sound vibration, however, penetrates the veil between these two realms. It is said, the Muslim mullah ventures no further than the walls of the mosque. So we are, of course, preaching. Preaching is going on, book distribution is going on, but there is a lot more, things which we have to follow. All preaching that is limited by such concepts should be put to an end by this very day. All of us should unite in purpose and flood the lands with waves of Krishna conscious preaching, crossing oceans, covering the world, penetrating the universal shell. If we do so, this annual ceremony of worshipping our Guru on his Vyasa Puja day will properly honor him. Oh, please make a pledge on this very day to give up all petty fault finding. So heavy, So he's reading in front of his God brothers, all our seniors and sannyas. And Prabhupada was externally nothing, but you can see his desire, his vision, and he's going to fulfill his desire sooner or later, So Srila Prabhupada struggled so much. So therefore the purpose of all these things is to serve cooperatively, give up our petty desires and ritualistic mentality, and humbly serve the instructions, Srila Prabhupada instructions. Otherwise, all these shlokas, Ataf Pumbi, Dujashreshta, Dharma Swanashtishta Pumsa, yesterday I was telling, Aradito Yadihari Tapasam Tatha Kim. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka. All these verses you can see time and again the instructions is given. Everything is meant only to serve, remember, serve, remember, serve, remember. So Hare Krishna. So we should. I was preaching to myself. So thank you very much. Any questions? Any comments? Any mistakes?
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. பிரபு, இப்போ பகவான் கிருஷ்ணர் விருந்தாவனில் லீலைகள் பண்ணும்போது ஈவன் இந்திரதேவனாலேயோ புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியல, ஈவன் பிரம்மா அவராலையுமே புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியல. அப்படிங்கும்போது எளிமையான பிராமணரை ஒரு ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணும்போது அவர் எப்படி புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியும்? எப்படி இதை நம்ம புரிஞ்சிக்கிறது? ஏன்னா தேவலோக இந்திரன் அவங்களுக்கு இன்னும் அதிக பவர் இருக்குது. ஈவன் படைப்பில் பிரம்மாவே அவரும் பகவான் இவர் கிருஷ்ணன் தான் அவர் புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியல. அப்போ இவர் வேதத்தை படிச்சுட்டு அதுக்கான ப்ராக்டிஸில் இருக்காருனாக்கா எப்படி புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் நம்ம இதெல்லாமே?
So question is, the big demigods Brahma and Indra, even they could not understand Krishna. So how come these Brahmanas could understand? They are little inferior than these demigods. So how come they could have understood? Yeah, it is difficult, definitely. But you can see in Vraja, they are odd one out, So there were lakhs and lakhs and lakhs, I don't know, crores. In one place it's mentioned 300 crores of gopis were there. So they were all devotees, gopis and elder gopis, younger gopis, cows, calves, monkeys, pots were devotees, everything. So they were all devotees. And these Brahmanas, how come they forgot? They missed the point. So that is unfortunate, what to say. That is the power of Maya. So therefore we should be careful. Careful in our dealings. Careful in our approach. Careful what we are doing, how we are doing. That's the whole point. Krishna is enacting this pastime. They were so educated. But how come they missed the point? Because they didn't hear from pure devotees. They didn't have that seva bhava. So failing which we'll also not understand Krishna. That's what Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Just by understanding my birth and activities one can get liberation. What is this just? Means it's not easy. That's how we are all here, millions of people in this material world. So many people. So it's the power of Maya. So therefore we should be very careful. It's easy, susukam kartum avayam, but we should be cautious also, careful. We should lend our ears when somebody is trying to help us, correct us. We ourselves, we may not know what mistake we are doing. So when somebody else is helping us, we should, with smile, invite such advices. It's not always easy, but because we have our petty desires. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said, I am seeing some of your Matavasis, there are so many years, but not advancing. Why? Then Maharaj replied, what is it? They are having some secret bad habits. Secret bad habits. So, hiding ourselves, I don't know why we have to hide, because we have some petty desires. Secret bad habits. He gave example, like somebody is eating, but if there is worm in the stomach, the food will not nourish. So sometimes actually the bad habits are loud like this. It's not secret, so grossly visible. Still we don't understand. Forget about secret bad habits. Open bad habits. So open, everybody, even a newcomer can see this Prabhuji, something wrong, no? He's not chanting properly, he's not humble, he's not reading, he's not serving. Even a beginner can understand. 20 years I'm in the movement, I cannot understand. I'm doing every day same mistake. Secret bad habits. We're thinking of secret, open bad habits. What to say? We have to help each other. Please help me.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Here actually whatever now you read to Srila Prabhupada actually mentioned to their God brothers within ISKCON actually we have a same situations because Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Goswami Maharaj have a few topics about the Guru issues and other things. Like me, neophyte, what we say is that I'm just struggling with around, personally I'm just asking the questions to understand this. Around 10 years I'm in the ISKCON, but I couldn't basic understanding of Srila Prabhupada and various places, unfortunately different out of countries. So among the devotees, I couldn't understand the fundamental because was reading, as you said, reading is more emphasis here to that particular scheduled time. It's helping to devotees to understand. But practically, when you speak, Prabhupada here emphasize what Guru instruction, what we are not followed. So, which Prabhupada here mentioned in the Vyasa Puja. So, every time we are seeing the same, our Guru Maharaj's instruction, we are hearing, we are understood, but we are not following. So, for my side, I did the same. Last 10 years, I did the same. Now I realized I try to follow, but circumstance sometimes, as you said, hidden bad habits or open bad habits. Sometimes good devotees are correcting. Sometimes devotees thought that he will not accept. So, how could understand the particular point, the instruction of Guru, and how we have to follow and how we cooperate. So, how we can follow the order of spiritual matters, the essence of the matters. Please, kindly help me.
Same thing, there's nothing new I have to say. Simply continue doing our standard program, sadhana, reading regularly, hearing regularly, doing service, and all these things will be, if we do these things, things will be revealed. Unfortunately, we don't do. Therefore, we are spending more time with resolving the issues. If we spend little more time in discussing Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, maybe there will be no need of discussing about issues. So, there will be less problem definitely if we all of us spend more time in reading and serving Srila Prabhupada. So, then things will be okay, things will be revealed. Nothing new, there is no new formula. Same old normal, no new normal, old normal. Read, hear and serve cooperatively, humble. I don't know, anybody else want to say something? So.
I just have a different point. In this verse, Vriddha Maninaha, in the commentary by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he's pointing out that Shukadeva Goswami, sarcastically, he's pointing out that Vriddha also means old age. Yeah, they are advanced. So he says that also it has a meaning that they think themselves very advanced in knowledge, but they are only advanced in age. They have not got that sufficient maturity because not recognizing Krishna. And one other point that I had was, like you were explaining about the rituals. So everybody is so much concerned with the rituals, and also we can see this Damodar month is happening. There are many new people who are coming, and it's also a great opportunity for us to preach about the Lord Damodar, the pastimes, and whole introduce them to Krishna consciousness. Opportunity to meet people, preach to them, tell them about ISKCON, and great opportunity. Yesterday night after the Kirtan, so there was one couple who were coming for some time. So they just asked me, so what is this all about? This you're offering ghee lamp, and then what is this function all about? They were asking. So I had an opportunity to meet them and speak to them. So I was thinking that otherwise people come. It's definitely beneficial, great. Anybody comes and offers lamp, it's great. But so as practicing devotees in ISKCON, so we should be very much enthusiastic to preach to people, speak to people, explain to people, and then they become knowledgeable and they become more enthused to practice Krishna consciousness. So I was just saying the point that just otherwise everything remains as rituals. So if we have the knowledge, it's our responsibility to share it with others. We ourselves follow and share it with others. Hare Krishna.